This is Global Ummah Unity, faith, history, and truth in one voice.
Why Hollywood keeps portraying Muslims as villains? Have you ever wondered why Muslims often appear as villains in movies? This portrayal is more than entertainment, it shapes perceptions. For years, Hollywood has reinforced negative stereotypes, impacting real lives. Let's uncover how this damaging narrative was built. The stereotype of Muslims as villains has deep roots. It began during the Crusades, framing Muslims as enemies. These narratives influenced early Western literature and shaped American cinema. Films like The Sheik in 1921 exoticized Arab men, mixing allure with danger. By the late 20th century, movies like True Lies showcased Muslims as terrorists. Hollywood stories reflect broader political agendas. During the Cold War, Russians were the primary villains. Post 9/11, Muslims became the convenient other. The rise of the War on Terror allowed Hollywood to frame Muslims as enemies. Films like American Sniper and Iron Man used these characters to evoke fear. Repetition is a powerful influence. When audiences see Muslims only as terrorists, this image becomes accepted truth. This limited portrayal fuels Islamophobia and justifies discrimination. Research shows less than 2% of major films feature Muslim characters, and most roles are negative. These portrayals lead to real-world consequences. Hate crimes against Muslims increase after movies with villainous portrayals. Negative representation also affects policies towards Muslims. For children who watch these films, the message is clear: you are not celebrated. But there is hope. A new wave of Muslim creators is changing the narrative. Shows like Rami and films like Mogul Mowgli present authentic Muslim experiences. These narratives offer depth, showcasing Muslims as relatable humans. Hollywood must shift from stereotypes to inclusion. The bigger question is what action will follow. It's time to demand better stories, stories that reflect dignity for all. Remember, how we tell stories shape our reality. Let's create a world where every story honors humanity.
Why Hollywood keeps portraying Muslims as villains. For over a century, Hollywood has influenced global perceptions. But why are Muslims often cast as villains? This stereotype shapes narratives from silent films to modern blockbusters. It negatively impacts real people's lives. Today, we'll explore this damaging portrayal and its roots. The demonization of Muslims isn't recent. It dates back to the Crusades. Muslim armies were depicted as enemies of the West. These myths persisted in early Western literature and American cinema. When Hollywood emerged, it reimagined ancient tropes. Films like The Sheik, 1921, exoticized Arab men. By the 1980s, Muslims became common terrorists in action films. Hollywood reflects political agendas. During the Cold War, Russians were villains. Post 9/11, Muslims became the other. The War on Terror framed Muslims as enemies. This was more than entertainment. It became soft propaganda. Films like American Sniper portrayed Muslims to evoke fear. Such portrayals justified military action in Muslim countries. Repetition shapes public perception. Seeing Muslims as only villains sticks in minds. This image fuels Islamophobia and justifies discrimination. Research shows only 2% of major films feature Muslim characters positively. Muslim figures are often absent in children's media, sending harmful messages. These portrayals lead to real consequences. Hate crimes spike following films featuring Muslim villains. Negative representation impacts policies, justifying military action and profiling. For Muslim children, the message is clear: they are not celebrated. Constant villainization affects mental health and professional opportunities. Change is possible. New Muslim creators are reshaping narratives. Shows like Rami and films like Mogul Mowgli present authentic stories. Diverse representation helps audiences see beyond stereotypes. Hollywood must move from exploitation to inclusion. Streaming platforms are beginning to spotlight these voices. Islamic contributions are often erased in Hollywood. Films about the Crusades ignore Muslim leaders like Saladin. This whitewashing distorts historical truth and modern perceptions. Fear continues to sell. Action films often rely on simple good versus evil narratives, vilifying Muslims. Studios hesitate to challenge these stereotypes for fear of backlash. Ethical storytelling should prioritize authenticity over profits. The solution is clear: tell fuller stories. Muslims are multi-dimensional, not just villains. Diversity in writers' rooms and production teams is crucial. Investing in authentic representation can help heal past damage. The question is not why this portrayal exists, but what we can do about it. Demand better stories, ones reflecting truth and dignity. Fear-based narratives lead to violence. Let's choose connection and listen to Muslim voices. When we change the narrative, we can change the world.
Thanks so much for watching this video on Global Ummah Unity. If you learned something new today, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep uncovering the untold stories of the Islamic world. Together. See you in the next one, inshallah.